Today I'm gonna take you to Istanbul, the city of two continents. With Europe at my back and Asia in front of me, this is the Bosphorus, the slender strait that gracefully separates the two continents. Living between Europe and Asia is a part of daily life here in Istanbul. You can literally do everything between the two continents. Every day you could pass from one continent to the other on a ferry like this one, while feeding the seagulls and having a hot cup of tea. Imagine if that was your daily commute and you wouldn't even need a passport to do it. Today I'm gonna take you on one of the greatest shopping experiences in the world.
Haydi bekle, bekle, bekle.
Did you know the Grand Bazaar is one of the oldest shopping malls in the world and still attracts over 250,000 people every day? The Grand Bazaar is big, very big. Imagine 61 covered streets, over 3,000 shops. It's so easy to get lost here and makes it the largest mall in the world. What sets the Grand Bazaar really apart is that these stores are not chains. They are authentic craft stores, some of them dating back 500 years. The Grand Bazaar has a mystical, almost magical atmosphere. It's like going time traveling. The thing I like the most is that everywhere you go, you're offered a glass of delicious tea. Tea is such an important part of Turkish culture. It symbolizes their hospitality, and Turks are very friendly people.
Çok teşekkürler. Rica ederim.
Celebrities always visit the Grand Bazaar when they're in Istanbul. Even James Bond visited Kapalı Çarşı. Discover all this and more in Turkey, home of the Grand Bazaar. I am gonna take you on a magical journey. Today, we are visiting Cappadocia. This entire area was once covered with volcanic ash. Over time, the ash eroded and these large, breathtaking fairy chimneys formed. These fairy chimneys were once used as dwellings, churches, and even castles. After being expelled from Jerusalem, the early Christians were looking for a secure place. They sought refuge in the underground cities of Cappadocia to hide from the Romans and establish the first Christian colonies in the area. Some of the fairy chimneys are still inhabited today. You can even rent a tastefully renovated cave house as a condo or a hotel. If you like hiking, biking, and other outdoor activities, you're gonna love Cappadocia. There are so many trails surrounded by vineyards and gorgeous scenery. Of course, the best way to admire the magic of Cappadocia is by hot air balloon. From 1,000 feet, it looks more like Mars than Earth. Finally, don't miss the underground cities. Some of them go 18 floors underground. The feeling in here is magical and bewildering. There are tunnels, churches, and enough room for 30,000 people. Discover all this and more in Turkey, home of Cappadocia. Did you know the word turquoise comes from the French for Turkish, as the turquoise gem was originally imported from Turkey? Here, you can see this color everywhere, in pottery, in Ottoman palaces, in sacred buildings, and in accessories. From Bodrum to Fethiye, nothing captures the Turkish coast like the Turkish Riviera, also known as the Turquoise Coast. Some parts of the idyllic Turkish Riviera, like Göcek, can only be reached by sea. So if you want to explore these untouched coves, Blue Voyage is what you need. The traditional Turkish sailboat is called a gulet. Here, you can enjoy a luxurious cabin, a cushioned deck, and say goodbye to your everyday responsibilities. It's like a gateway to heaven. The Turquoise Coast stretches all the way from the Aegean to the Mediterranean Sea. Every day you can drop anchor at a new bay and explore the coastline. You can swim in an isolated bay, get a perfect tan, eat like a king, and sleep underneath a starlit sky. Did you know Ephesus had the largest amphitheater in the ancient world? I am going to take you time traveling. Today, we're going to Ephesus. Ephesus was the second largest city in the Roman Empire with over 250,000 people in the 1st century BC. Ranking only behind Rome, it was the second largest city in the world. And as the legend goes, Ephesus was built where a fish met a boar, meaning it was a harbor city built on fertile land. And this giant city was built only with marble. Although Ephesus is not inhabited, it's still alive. Imagine living 2,000 years ago. Do you enjoy reading books? No problem. The 3rd largest library in the world is here in Ephesus. This is your local pharmacy where you would buy your medicine. Did you notice the pharmacy sign? If you wish, you can even pray to the goddess Nike for victory in your next challenge. Discover all this and more in Turkey, home of Ephesus.